What's up, YouTube? This is Uproar for TV. Skip Bayless, to me, oh my God, man. Skip to me is very predictable. He is a mediocre analyst. It always amazes me when people say that he's a great debater. He is not. What he does is he repeats the same lines over and over and over again to the point where it starts becoming something that people regurgitate. And that's the trick that he uses. Even if these lines aren't correct, even these things are half-truths or complete and outright lies, that's what Skip does. Skip also does not follow sports in a typical manner. Most analysts, while we all have our private biases, we try to be fair as possible, right? Skip doesn't do that. And he gets away with it. What Skip does, to me, is he has borrowed a page from Fox News. He's borrowed a page from MSNBC. And by that I mean both of those networks have had long-standing traditions. One seems to be pro-liberal, the other one pro-conservative. He's borrowed a page just from politics in general. And that is, look, if you're a Democrat, you're going to always favor, for the most part, other Democrats, right? If someone is a Republican, you're always going to favor a Republican. By that I mean, if somebody says something bad about a Republican, you're going to spin it and try to say something nice about the guy, right? With the exception being in the primaries, then you kind of, the rhetoric changes a little bit. But the opposite is true when you're talking about someone from the opposite party. You shit on them. No matter if they've done something good, you try to spin it and criticize them. What Skip has done is he finds players that he likes. And no matter what they've done, he will have something nice to say about them. He'll spin it. Whether you talk about Kevin Durant, Tim Tebow back in the day, Tom Brady, of course. But then there are athletes who he's criticized over the past few years. Terrell Owens comes to mind. In the current NBA landscape, LeBron James has always been the target of his animus, but LeBron's career is coming to a close, right? So he knows that. So he has three new main targets. Giannis is one of them. The other one is Luka Doncic. And the third that comes to mind is none other than the man on the screen, Nikola Jokic of the Denver Nuggets. No matter what Jokic does, he has something to say about his performance that's negative. If you bring up his passing ability, he'll say he's not a great defender. If you bring up his shooting ability, he'll say that Jokic flops or something. He'll just say he's not a great leader. He'll start talking about weird ass fake intangibles that don't exist. So last night, of course, the Miami Heat came back from double-digit deficit to defeat the Denver Nuggets. I think it was 111 to 108. This is despite the fact that Jokic had a 41-point performance. And despite the fact that Jokic has been averaging, I think, like 30 points per game these playoffs, I think like almost 13 rebounds, 10 assists a game. Despite these numbers, Skip Bayless said something that was incredibly stupid on Twitter. He said, "I have never ever seen a man luck in as many shots as Joker did tonight. We used to call them greasing in shots. Tonight, Joker was one big tub of Crisco." Now, Joker was what, 16 or 28 from the floor? Joker is a guy that shoots 55% for his career and 35% from downtown. A center. Yet he'll say Embiid is a great shooter, right? What does Embiid shoot for his career? Like 40, I'm just going to guess like 48%, 49% from the floor for his career. Maybe 33% from downtown. This season, Joker shot 63% from the floor overall, 38% from downtown, 83 or 82% from the foul line. And I think from 10 feet inward, from 10 feet from the basket inward, Joker shot something like 70% from the floor. Now you tell me, 70 or 71, 72%, something, a completely ridiculous percentage. So how in the world would you say that he's greasing in shots? You're saying it as if he shoots normally a low percentage. You're talking like you're looking at Michael Adams out there. That's why so many people say, like, is he watching the game? What in the world is Skip Bayless talking about? Nobody knows. Because Skip says some of the stupidest shit ever. Was he fat shaming him? I think in a subtle manner, yeah. I think he was fat shaming him. Trying to be slick. And Skip does that. At the end of the day, whatever conditioning issues Jokic used to have, he doesn't have them anymore. It's funny, he sees all these conditioning issues in Jokic, but he doesn't magically see them in Embiid. Because if I'm not mistaken, it's fucking Embiid who breaks down every fucking playoffs. Is it not? Who's the one that always runs out of gas in the postseason, but this fucking wrinkled prune of a fucking man with the Dobie Gillis fucking hairstyle, this is the dude. You know what's so funny, man? I know sometimes people be like, when they listen to me do these videos, like, who the fuck is that? Who the fuck is Dobie Gillis? I be showing my age, man. But then again, sometimes some people think I'm 60. But yeah, this fucking wrinkled ass Nesferado Dobie Gillis hair having motherfucker, right? He'll make every excuse for Joel Embiid for why he's not playing well. If I'm mistaken, won't Joel Embiid the dude that loves nothing more than to munch down on cheeseburgers and drink 3-4 milkshakes at a time? And come on, man. I'm just saying, it's incredible. Some of the stuff that Skip says, man. That's why he's getting such a backlash. And yeah, he got to stop with the fat shaming shit, man. This ain't 1997. Now, did he intend to fat shame? I think he did. But nothing's really going to happen. Nobody's going to say anything to Skip. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to say shit. Ain't nobody going to demand that he apologize. There's just going to be a couple of people complaining. You're not going to see the National Fat Society, whatever the fuck it is, whatever they call themselves. They're not going to make him do a damn thing. But yet, let this have been Shannon Sharp. They'd be all over the place. Oh, we're so outraged and we demanded this this man. But that's all I got to say. Tell me what you guys think.